Welcome, beautiful people. Been thinking about some things and I come to the conclusion that we are social creatures. Yes, we are social creatures, and with this condition, this sort of isolates us from being social. And I've been reading a number of articles about socializing and the dangers of loneliness, and I just wanted to show some of these articles because I have something in mind that I wanted to talk about for a very long time. So I'm here to share one of these articles, okay? There was a great article from the Medical News Today website asking, or actually the title was, "What are the health benefits of being social?" In one of the passages, it talks about a study from 2011 where it argues that being social was a key strength for the primate ancestors of humans when they switched from foraging food by night to carrying out their activities by day. Also in this article, it has some information talking about it being a tool for happiness and longevity. Being around a strong social group or unit allows you to feel an overall sense of bliss and technically makes you live longer. Let me read a passage right here. Interestingly, researchers who have studied the inhabitants of so-called blue zones around the world, places with a high number of superagers who live to ripe old age while maintaining good health and cognitive function, have noted that while other elements related to diet and lifestyle varied wildly, they all appear to be dedicated to be highly socially active. So being socially active has some evidence of living longer and healthier lives. And that's really good. However, for our case, is not really good because with this condition, a lot of people become shut-ins or hermits, or they just avoid people altogether. There's another article I actually want to talk about or read to you about. In the article called "The Dangers of Loneliness" that was produced by the Psychology of Today, it was talking about how the dangers of being loneliness creates an excess amount of stress hormones that are not regulated. And if I could read the passage right here, yet the effects are distinct enough to be measured over time, so that unmet social needs take a serious toll on health, eroding our arteries, creating high blood pressure, and even undermining learning and memory. So being around a highly active social group obviously makes you more prepared with memory, makes you more prepared in learning things for some reason. When you're around a social group, it's a lot easier to learn things. So when you have this high intensity of loneliness, your cognitive abilities start to degenerate a lot. And also there has been studies that show that within long-term loneliness, you'll have a higher likelihood of developing Alzheimer's. So what I'm basically saying here is we are pretty much lonely and stuff, and loneliness is going to take a toll on us. So what is a good way to try to eliminate or reduce the amount of loneliness and at the same time, get your memory back or sustain your memory, prevent Alzheimer's, and also, I guess feel less lonely or feel less depressed? And the idea I had in my mind was meetups. But the thing is, most people don't know where each other are. So therefore, I thought of a plan that I thought of months ago, but I am presenting it to you right now. Alright, so I'm going to teach you how to even do Google My Maps. And it's pretty easy, actually. All you got to do here is type in Google My Maps. And it's going to introduce you to this link, and you click here. I'm in my personal account, so all I got to do is switch to BO Sufferers. I already created 2 maps, so I could actually delete one of these. I'll delete the test map because that was just a test. Move to trash. And all you have to do is hit create a map. And now we are about to create a map. So what you can do in order to pinpoint or to create any type of point within the map, all you have to do is either put your city, state, or even your address, but never put your address out. So you can put your, zip code. This is a zip code already filled in, and I'm just going to hit this thing.
and it already hit the zip code. This zip code is really close to my location, really close. It's not actually my location though, but you just hit add to map, and you can hit edit. With an edit, you can say put your name. I don't know. We're just gonna put John Doe, and you can put like some extra details, like your email, and you put john@gmail.com or something. Now the thing is, when you hit enter, it's going to just automatically save it. You can't make any type of what's those called? It's not called indents, but it's not going to drop you down to the next line if you hit enter. If you just hit enter, it's just going to save it, right? So that sucks. But I guess it's also a good thing, I guess. But here's another thing, like I was going to show you. So you can put a zip code. You can put a city. Let's think of Cincinnati. I don't even know how to spell Cincinnati. Cincinnati? Okay, Cincinnati, Ohio. And it drops you right here. And then you can add that to map. So if there's anybody from Cincinnati, you can just automatically do that. And then you click this button that has a pencil and it says edit. And you put your name or something, or the name that you want to present. You don't have to actually put your real name. You could put a username. That you say, let's say your username is Big Butts Don't Lie. Right? It's Big Butts Don't Lie. And your email is Big Booty. I don't know, Big Butt. Big Butt at sowhat.com. Yeah. And then you just hit enter. Now, what I think would be pretty cool to do is also enter like other specific things about you. Maybe your gender, maybe your age, because maybe somebody wants to know. Maybe some people just want to link up with others who are within the same gender, or people want to link up with others that are around the same age, whatever. But like I just showed you, you can put your address, which I don't encourage you to do. You could put your zip code if you don't want people to know exactly where you're from, and you could put your city. So, and now last, I'm just gonna put like, obviously, just the state. California, USA. Boom. And there you go. And then all you have to do is click on here. It says add to map. Click the edit button. You can even add pictures, actually, now I see it. California, put a Jane Doe. And you can put Jane Doe, and then you can put email. I encourage people to put their email. If you don't want to put out your personal email, make a private, make a dummy email. So then, all this information goes to this email. So put jane@gmail.com. I don't know. And you can hit enter. And there's other options here. Directions to here. Style. I'm not going to do all style. I'm not going to do style. But here's another thing. If you do want to delete your information, all you have to do is hit the delete feature and it will delete it. Now, here I can save this map and I could call it BO map and save it, right? And there's another option right here in the second options. Is it this option or is it something else? It's something else. It's something else. There, I think it's share. And I can hit change here. And I can choose other options like make it on the web, or anybody who accesses the link can preview this map. I think I'm going to make it public to the web. And anybody can edit it. And when I do that, I also have the option to prevent editors from changing access and adding new people. I'm not going to turn it on, and I just hit done. So now with this link, anybody can access this thing and view just a couple of things, a couple of points I've created on the Google Maps. And even if you don't want to do a Google Map thing, this is what you can do to create, I don't know, locations or destinations that you want to go in the future. Google My Maps is a really cool feature to have, even if you're not really thinking about using or participating on putting your information or your coordinates of where you're located.
Yep, so yeah, that's the plan. That was my idea, using Google My Maps. It's not a really complex plan. It's simple. Anybody can do it. Even you can do it. Maybe you don't even want to, connect with people, but you can use that tool. And most people are not aware of this tool, and I think it's a good tool to use if you want to plan some trip or plan some type of engagement or just travel somewhere in some location. You can use that as well. I don't know when I'm going to start doing it. I thought about a Monday night, but I don't want to do it every Monday night, maybe every once a week. I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to hear your comments. I'm out of here.